11:30 in the morning and you just got hit with a moment of inspiration. You just had a genuinely interesting thought come to you regarding a recent development in your practice area. But now you're stuck on a surprisingly annoying question. What exactly do you do with that idea? Do you write a LinkedIn post about it? Do you write a 500-word blog post? Or do you write an 1,800-word bylined article and pitch it to a legal industry publication? Most people answer that question by feel. I want to give you something better. 3 questions that'll take you 30 seconds to answer that will help you determine which form of content to develop from any idea that you might have. First question is, what exactly is the shelf life of the topic or angle that you want to pursue? Is the topic or angle tied to a moment in time, or is it a durable point of view that's going to be just as true 6 months from now? Let's say that you are a labor and employment attorney. This morning, the NLRB handed down a decision that changes how a common handbook policy gets read. That's a perishable idea. It's important, it's white hot right now, but it's probably gonna get stale in a few weeks. You're gonna want that idea out. You're gonna want that piece of content out now while it's hot and while people are talking about it. But then again, you think that the NLRB's decision is just the latest indication of how the balance between employers and workers has been shifting for the past 5 to 10 years. Now, of course, that idea will be just as true in 6 months as it is today. So when you're thinking about the form of content for ideas, timeliness rewards speed and brevity. LinkedIn and blogs go live in an hour or two, and there's no editor between you and publishing your content. But the durability of an idea justifies a bit more of an investment of time. So if an article is still going to matter to your target audience within 6 months, within 12 months, within 2 years, it's worth it to invest a bit more time, or in the cost of a ghostwriter, to produce a bylined article that will be pitched to and hopefully published in an industry publication that people will discover. Question 2, who are you trying to reach and why? Let's say you're a data privacy attorney and a new state law just created a compliance obligation that most organizations are not ready for. For the people who already know you and follow you, you're going to want to provide a heads up. Here's what changed. Here's what you need to do. If you have any questions, give me a call. That's a LinkedIn post. You're staying visible to your network. For general counsel or other individuals who are Googling that statute because they're curious to hear what attorneys are saying about it, and they don't really have an attorney in mind that they can turn to for that guidance, that's probably better suited to be a blog post that's designed to be found by people like this individual. Now, for a version that takes a bit of a deeper dive and that makes a GC or other individual think, I need to keep this attorney's name handy because this content shows mastery of the area of law and a fair bit of wisdom, that should be a bylined article in a publication that the individual respects. So are you looking for reach? Are you looking for discovery? Are you looking for credibility? All 3. The most appropriate form of content is going to depend on what you're looking for, who you're looking to reach, and how you're trying to reach them. Question 3, how deep will you be diving into the topic or angle? Some insights are a single, sharp observation, 100, 200 words, and you're done. Others need 1,800 words to develop and explain. This will guide your decision as to the content form. How will you know how deep you're going to be diving into a topic or angle? Well, try to say the idea in 3 sentences. So let's say you're a patent litigator and you've got a reaction to a recent federal circuit ruling. If 3 sentences could capture the whole idea that you want to communicate, the court tightened the standard, here's a practical effect, here's what organizations need to do in light of it. That's probably a LinkedIn post. But if you can't capture everything that you want to say in merely 3 sentences, and you're going to have to do a lot of explaining to readers so they understand the so what and the now what of the legal development, well, now you're leaning toward at least a blog post and probably a bylined article. You have to be careful here when you're thinking about the depth you want to go into regarding a topic or idea as it relates to the form of content that it is going to take. You don't want to shrink a detailed thought piece down to a 150 or 200 word LinkedIn post. You're not doing the idea justice. But at the same time, you don't want to expand a single thought into an 1,800 word bylined article that's going to be repetitive and full of fluff. Now, despite what I just said, many times, heck, most of the time. The answer for what format your interesting topic or angle should take is more than one format. A good topic or angle can be contracted or expanded like an accordion. So imagine an M&A partner who observes that regulators have quietly changed what kills deals on antitrust grounds. That's not a little idea. That's a whole body of thinking. So let's talk about how that piece of content could be adapted throughout the content accordion. The bylined article is going to be the fully argued position, how antitrust enforcement is reshaping deal structure. That's going to be placed in publications that GCs actually read. It's going to take hours to write and research, or to have a ghostwriter write and research, but it's a worthwhile endeavor because it will capture the attention of GCs and referring attorneys and others, and it can be used in the author's business development efforts by sending links to the article to their contacts. You could take that same idea and put it into a blog post, but it'll be a narrower focus. You'll pull out one piece, 3 deal terms that now draw regulator attention for antitrust concerns. This format is designed to be found by people looking for more information about the topic who may have never heard of the author before. And of course, we can shrink it down even further to a LinkedIn post, which is supposed to be provocative and supposed to get people thinking and hopefully have them stop scrolling so they like and or comment on the post. That could be as simple as, this deal killer test quietly changed this year. Most term sheets I'm seeing haven't caught up. Here's what attorneys or deal makers need to know. That makes people stop scrolling and like and comment, which puts the author in front of people who they might not have been in front of before, in terms of the individuals in the networks of people who are liking and commenting, and the people the LinkedIn algorithm is putting them in front of. The next time you're struck by inspiration to create thought leadership content regarding a topic or an angle that's of relevance to your target audience, think strategically about what form or forms of content could be a fit for what you have to say. Answer these 3 questions. What's the shelf life of the topic or angle? Who are you trying to reach and why? And how deep will you be diving into the topic or angle? Answering these 3 questions will help you determine how wide you could extend the content accordion to accommodate your needs, and how much time you'll be investing in creating those various forms of content. If you'd like to learn more tips and tricks for creating thought leadership content, check out lawfirmeditorialservice.com. We have more than 500 videos, blog posts, and podcast episodes that can help you do just that.